Welcome to this explainer. Look, if you're sitting in the boardroom right now searching for a way to unlock massive operational efficiency gains while effortlessly scaling up your customer engagement, you are exactly where you need to be. Today, we're taking a highly strategic look at a tool that is fundamentally changing how enterprises handle volume. This is your strategic guide to WhatsApp Business API integration.
We know your time is valuable, so we're keeping this crisp. We'll hit 5 key areas today. First, the case for scale. Then, powering that communication engine, high-impact business use cases, the integration roadmap, and finally, navigating the rules and challenges. Let's get right to it.
Okay, diving right into part 1, the case for scale, and why upgrading to enterprise automation is an absolute must.
So what exactly are we talking about here? The WhatsApp Business API. And let's be super clear right out of the gate. This is not the standard app you've got on your smartphone to text your family. No. This is a specialized, enterprise-grade engine. It's built from the ground up specifically to handle heavy, commercial volume totally seamlessly. To put it into perspective, think of the standard WhatsApp business app like a single, incredibly efficient receptionist. Honestly, it's great for small operations, but at volume, it hits a wall pretty fast. The API, on the other hand, well, that's like building a massive, fully automated call center. It gives you deep CRM integration, complex workflows, the whole shebang. If you want true, scalable automation, the standard app just won't cut it. You absolutely need the infrastructure of the API.
Moving on to part 2, powering the communication engine. Let's look at how this actually connects to the tech you're already using.
Looking under the hood, you essentially have 2 structural pathways to get this secure messaging going. You can go with the Cloud API, which is hosted directly by Meta, or you can use the on-premise API, running on your own servers. Really, both of these serve the exact same core function. They securely bridge that massive WhatsApp network right into your internal systems, meaning you keep total control over your data flow.
And because this is an API, it naturally acts as a universal bridge. You can plug it directly into chatbot builders to instantly deflect those repetitive frontline questions. Or connect it straight to CRM systems like HubSpot or Zoho, so literally every single customer interaction is logged and tracked. It doesn't just sit in a silo, it weaves perfectly into your existing tech stack, driving some really immediate operational efficiency.
All right, part 3, high-impact business use cases. This is all about driving that operational efficiency at scale.
Right, so here is where you actually unlock that ROI. First up, automated messaging. By setting up chatbots for all those repetitive, everyday inquiries, your customer support improves almost instantly. Then, think about bulk notifications. You can push out one-time passwords or critical alerts to thousands of users simultaneously. The big takeaway here? Your support team can suddenly handle these massive holiday-level volume spikes, and you don't even have to hire a single extra temp worker. It's a real game changer.
So what does this actually look like in practice? Well, imagine complete customer support automation for your Tier 1 queries, or instant order confirmations that trigger the absolute second a cart checks out. How about automated appointment reminders? Those alone can drastically reduce your no-show rates. Every single one of these touchpoints elevates the customer experience, all while actively saving your business thousands of manual labor hours.
Let's transition to part 4, the integration roadmap. Basically, how do we get from the prerequisites all the way to deployment?
Now, obviously before you build, you need a solid foundation. These core requirements are really just standard governance steps. You're going to need a verified Facebook Business Manager account, a dedicated registered phone number, an approved WhatsApp business account, and of course your access, either through a third-party API provider or straight via the Meta Cloud API. For leadership, honestly, these prerequisites should be reassuring. It's a strict authentication process that guarantees your enterprise communication stays totally secure and verified.
All of this builds into a very clean, predictable 5-step deployment timeline. Step 1, complete your business verification. Step 2, register that official phone number. Step 3, get your API access. Step 4 is where the technical magic happens, setting up webhooks for real-time data flow. And finally, Step 5, testing and deployment. It's a completely logical sequence that takes you from a standing start to fully integrated without the guesswork.
Which brings us to our final section, part 5, navigating challenges and rules. We're talking about managing risk through best practices.
Look, we need to be frank about the implementation challenges here so operations directors can properly forecast their timelines and budgets. First off, the approval process itself, it can take a bit of time. It's definitely not instant. Second, there are associated costs, and those will vary based on your message volume and whether you decide to use a third-party provider. And third, you've got template message restrictions. Meta actually requires pre-approval for outbound messaging templates just to ensure quality control. But let's be clear, these are not roadblocks. They're just standard, manageable factors in any mature enterprise deployment.
So how do you navigate those factors? Strict governance. You absolutely must use approved templates and avoid anything that even remotely looks like spam. The real secret sauce here is utilizing your CRM data to highly personalize every single automated message so it still feels incredibly bespoke to the customer. Adhering to these rules actually turns those restrictions into a massive operational advantage, basically guaranteeing your brand only ever delivers premium, high-quality messaging at scale.
To synthesize this whole explainer, the executive verdict is pretty crystal clear. The WhatsApp Business API is an absolute powerhouse tool for automating communication. When you weigh the structured integration effort against those massive operational efficiency gains, plus the virtually limitless scalability, well, the strategic value is just undeniable.
So, I'll leave you with this final thought to chew on. In an era where operational efficiency and totally frictionless customer experiences dictate market leadership, can your business truly afford to ignore the power of automated, scalable communication? Thanks for joining us for this explainer.